Welcome to Bedtime Terror, the show where I watch a scary movie before bed and let you know how I think I'm going to sleep. My name's Bobby, and tonight's review is on 2011's The Collection. There will be some spoilers, so you have been warned. The Collection is a sequel to 2009's The Collector, and it picks up with our protagonist from the first movie, Arkin. He manages to escape when the collector brings back a new addition to his collection, a young lady who has a very wealthy, rich father. While Arkin is recovering in the hospital after he escapes, someone working for uh, young lady's father, approaches him, saying that they need his help to try to recover and rescue the young woman. Unwillingly, he agrees to show them how the directions, but he unwillingly has to go inside into the collector's lair and help them try to navigate through the traps and the maze that the collector has set in his own shrine for them to possibly try to find this young woman also while she tries to escape from being another member of his odd, sinister, sick exhibit. So, what did I like about this movie? There's actually a lot I liked about this movie. If you have seen the first movie, then this movie, the collection, definitely amps up the gore, the torture, and the body horror. It definitely takes it further than the first film did. It's just a lot more viscerally disturbing. And they found different ways to scare you. There's scares for, different phobias. If you have a fear of insects and spiders, they found a different way to scare you. They even kind of had these like quasi zombies. It was really interesting and intriguing how they went about doing it. They even mixed in a lot of action into it. And unlike the first movie that felt repetitive and routine because it was just pretty much set up, death, this felt really fresh and new, and you didn't know what was going to happen and when or where to who because we had a larger ensemble cast. And just overall, more than one genre. This wasn't just horror, this was a horror action. But because of that, I would say towards the end of the movie, it becomes mostly action, which, if you're a horror fan, you want to watch horror, then that one section may be a little disinteresting. I know I definitely felt a slight lull, but the very, very, very end of the movie makes up for it. In fact, it leads on a note that makes you want to have a third film done in this franchise, which I think is awesome because most movies, once they have become, feature film horror franchises, the third one is usually where it really starts to go downhill. It becomes repetitive. We already know what to expect because we've seen this twice before. There can only be so many different twists and turns. And, at this point, it becomes pretty mundane. We saw that happen to Scream. We saw that happen to Friday the 13th. But because of how this ended, this would be still a completely different take. And even though it's been 10 years, I really, really hope they do a third movie because I want to see it. And I think this is a really cool franchise that each movie would be completely different and enjoyable. So you wouldn't feel drained or wouldn't feel tired of watching even probably the three of them in a row. Because there's so much I liked about this movie, I don't want to talk about all of it. I don't want to pretty much just talk about the entire film and give it all away and spoil it for you. But I will mention some things I thought were kind of interesting, curious is how I'll word it. So, starting with the protagonist, Arkin, is it just me or does that sound very similar to Orkin, which I think they intentionally meant to do? Arkin, Orkin, given what our collector does and what he collects. I don't know. I think there is a connection. Could be wrong. Also, speaking of Arkin, I don't know if it's because he's a thief and he has that vague southern accent, but I'm by no means saying that he looks like how I envision this character to be in real life. But Arkin gives me some strong Gambit from X-Men vibes. Like, I don't know, it's because of the accent, because they're both thieves, but like, I definitely get that feeling from Arkin, and I can't be the only one, right? Did anyone else kind of like pick up on Gambit with him? Just me? And thirdly, so our collector, the collector, he at one point is seen wearing contacts that instantly made me think of Mac as the Nightman in the Nightman Cometh episode of Always Sunny. Like, that's the first thing I thought of, and it kind of threw me off for a second. Like, I honestly don't even remember anything else in that scene that had the contacts. I just remember those eyes and being like, David, oh, you guys know this song. But yeah, I don't understand why those contacts were there, what the decision for that was. But that was, it was definitely Party City in quality. And I don't know what the costume department called for or anything, but you know, it was a choice. I'll say it like that. It was a choice. Other than that, you know, it's a very don't let that discourage you, you guys. It's just like me finding these random little things that I thought was peculiar. But this movie was really fun. Really fun. It's bloody, it's gory, it has great moments of tension, of torture, of body horror. It definitely delivers on the thrills and the scares and the jumps. Definitely a fun movie. If you enjoyed the first movie, you'll like this movie. So on a scale of 1 to 5, I'm gonna go big on this one, you guys. I liked it that much. I'm gonna give it a 4.5. Do I think it's gonna leave me up tonight? No. No. But, you know, I had a good time. Definitely will watch this again. And definitely recommend it for anyone who has seen the first movie. If you haven't seen The Collector, I have it in my playlist that I have of free movies for you guys to watch that I've reviewed. They are here available for you to watch, commercial free. So stay in, save some money, check out the playlist, reviewed it on YouTube, and definitely let me know what you thought. Have you seen this movie? Do you like The Collector or The Collection better? Which one do you prefer? If you don't like it, what did you think about it? Like, why didn't you like it? What could have been better? Do you want to see a third movie? It's been 10 years. Do you think we'll get a third movie? I don't know. I would love to see it. I think it deserves one. So let me know in the comments, guys. Please comment, like, subscribe, tell your friends about the channel. Also, give a follow on Instagram at bedtime.terror. Do appreciate it. And until next time, guys.